Welcome to the podcast. This is Nickel Defense.
Woohoo, first episode.
With Vicky Nickel and Todd McCool. She hates being called Vicky, by the way.
I really do hate being called Vicky, but that's all right.
This is going to be a good first podcast. We're going to tell everybody what it's about. And I personally can't wait until this dumb theme song stops playing.
It is not dumb. The theme song is amazing.
Thank God.
There it goes.
All right, great. Well, first off, we have to take care of some business, which would be to introduce ourselves in our podcast. So, Vicky Nickel, sorry, Victoria, why don't you take it away? What is this podcast all about?
All right. So, welcome to the first episode of Nickel Defense.
Insert applause.
Woo! Crowd goes wild. This is just going to be a Giants talk podcast where we're just going to do exactly that. Talk about the Giants.
The Giants.
Talk about how much I hate the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Talk about...
I feel like that's racist.
That is... No, if I said I hated the Redskins, which is also true, that's a little more racist.
Are they still a team?
They
Redskins?
are still a team.
God, the NFL, it's crazy. I can't believe what they get away with. It's just bad.
It's not that bad, but they're all... Todd is a new Giants fan, everyone, as of today.
Sure.
They're in our division, so they're one of our rivals, so you're going to hate the Redskins too.
Okay,
now.
She keeps saying one of ours, but I'm not so sure I'm on board just yet. I think
You're on board.
I need to learn a little bit more about this. Speaking of which, so we're going to be talking about the Giants, and we're going to be talking
how we're going to
about...
win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, that's very presumptuous. But it's only like 4 months away. The football season is really short.
It is.
That's crazy.
We only play 16 games.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you get your head really injured in those 16 games. So bad. Too soon?
Too soon.
All right. So I'm sure if you're listening, you want to know who the heck we are and why we're qualified to talk about this stuff. And I can,
Not qualified at all.
Yeah, I can personally say I'm not qualified one bit.
But, hey, we're going to give it a shot.
But this is a fun fact about myself. I used to play flag football, and I actually got my name in the paper one time for playing flag football because I don't know exactly how I did it, but I sacked the quarterback. Like, I kind of jumped over the front guy.
I think in flag football, though, that's kind of the opposite point.
I mean,
You're just supposed to grab the flags.
I didn't tackle him. I mean, like, I sacked him in terms of, grab the flag off of him.
Okay.
Because then my name would have been in the paper as, like, local kid arrested, sent to juvie because he...
Didn't play flag football correctly.
Yeah, right. He was tackling people. He's a menace to society. Maybe that's actually what happened. My parents just, like, edited out certain things. And they're like, look, you're a hero.
We're going to put the picture on the fridge right next to the mugshot.
Sometimes I feel like that's what happened to my life. Like, maybe people have lied to me the entire time, and I'm really a crazy person.
I'm not going to disagree.
No comment. When did you start getting into football?
Ooh, this is a good story.
Yeah?
So I'm from San Diego.
Okay.
San Diego Chargers would be the natural team for me to adopt.
Go Chargers.
Woohoo, San Diego Superchargers.
But
Or LA Chargers now.
Oh.
They're no longer the San Diego Chargers.
Well, what is San Diego now?
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. God, they must be sad.
There's something. I don't know. I don't really care because I got beef with the Chargers.
Oh.
The Chargers don't like Eli Manning very much, Todd.
Why not?
Because did
he deflate their football? Was that him? Is he the deflator?
He's not the deflator.
Oh. Who's that?
That's Tom Brady.
Oh, okay.
That's Tom Brady.
He's from the Patriots?
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Exactly. I'm so proud that you knew that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I try. I know like two players.
Tom Brady and...
Walter Payton. He's one of my favorites. How's he doing these days? What are his stats?
Oh, great. Fabulous.
He's sitting on the couch 7 out of 8 days. And OJ. Yes.
And OJ.
Speaking of OJ.
We're going to get OJ on the show for sure. It's happening. His first interview. We got it.
All right.
You heard it here
exclusive.
first.
It's going to be an exclusive. Okay, so the Chargers. That was it should have been your first team, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Why?
When I was a little kid and I decided I wanted to get into sports.
Yep.
I was watching, I think, like Around the Horn. It's a show on ESPN.
Okay.
Great. Amazing show. I love it.
They just run around like a big cow or something.
Yeah, and they just press down on this horn. It's weird. It's crazy. I don't know how it taught me anything about sports. But the first football team I saw them talk about on Around the Horn was the Giants. So I was like, all right, sure, why not? That'll be my team. This is it. Giants fan.
Wow. So it's like a love at first sight.
It was, yeah. It was a love at first sight or
beautiful.
just being dumb. But that same year, this was right before the NFL draft that year.
Okay. What year?
2004.
2004. You were a little kid in 2004.
I was 10.
Man.
Yeah.
I was having a midlife crisis in 2004. Sorry. Go ahead.
The Chargers had the first pick in the draft.
Okay.
And they picked a quarterback from Ole Miss named Eli Manning.
Eli Manning. I've heard of that guy.
That you have.
Yeah.
And Eli decided he didn't want to play for the Chargers.
Oh.
So a little switcheroo happened.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants ended up drafting Phillip Rivers and trading with the Chargers for Eli.
Okay.
So the Chargers do not like Eli very much because he didn't want to play for their shitty team.
Wow. Well, I mean, like, I feel like they should just accept it and be like, you know what? Like,
at this point,
maybe
move
this
on.
is best for everybody, and like, we want
when
you to be
Eli's
happy.
won 2 Super Bowls and Phillip Rivers has done nothing, it's
So it's
a little
jealousy, really, is what is why the Chargers don't
exactly.
like it. Well, then they don't deserve to be the
Exactly.
Chargers anymore. It's a good thing they moved to LA.
That's why they left San Diego.
Yeah, I'm gonna like the Los Angeles Chargers. Then is that a thing?
Sure.
They are a team.
Yeah, they are a team.
It's called the Los Angeles Chargers.
Yeah, they play at the StubHub Center in
just
Carson.
Sounds weird.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's where the blimp is, right?
That's where the blimp was.
Oh.
There's no blimp anymore.
Where did it go? They got rid of it for the stadium.
No, they didn't get rid of the blimp for the stadium. No, the blimp is just gone. The Goodyear blimp is not a thing anymore.
What? But there's some blimp. I saw a blimp there like 6 months ago, I swear, driving down that
maybe
way.
you did. I don't know.
But it might not be Goodyear anymore.
Maybe it's a different blimp. How many blimps are there, though?
I don't know. Are there a lot?
I thought there was just the one blimp. Maybe
don't
I'm
know.
mistaken.
I tell you, when I was growing up in the 1940s, I really thought the blimp was going to take off. No pun intended. But as a, just a transportation service, you just go up, you have some drinks, you're like in a blimp.
Chill in the blimp.
Dude, I feel like you could see that on Groupon today, and that would be like awesome. People are like, hell yeah, I'm going to go on the blimp this weekend and just get drunk. Really, anything
$20
like,
blimp rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
You just get drunk wherever.
On the blimp and hope it doesn't crash
Yeah.
or burn.
Like the Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's just the band name.
That's just the bit.
I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I keep interrupting you. Okay, so they did not choose Doc Rivers.
They did not pick Phillip Rivers. They picked Eli first overall, and he said,
Okay.
fuck you, San Diego. You're never going to win.
Yeah.
And went and played for the Giants and now has 2 Super Bowl rings.
Damn.
Yep.
How long did that take for him to get a Super Bowl ring with the Giants?
They got their first one with him in 2007. So
Okay.
3 years.
So you had to wait 3 years, but you were watching this guy for 3 years. You're like,
Yeah.
they're going to do it.
Yeah.
That's got to be kind of inspiring, though, to see the team like kind of
3
go
years
on like
is
an
not a long
incline.
time.
But I mean, and you were a kid. 3 years, like
There's
3
teams
months
that
is
have
like
never
an
won
eternity
Super
when
Bowls.
you're a
The
kid.
Philadelphia Eagles never have won a Super Bowl. Ever.
Wow.
The San Diego LA Chargers have never won a Super Bowl.
Well, neither have the Boston Celtics. So just
Well,
think how they.
there you go. Neither have the Boston Celtics. That is true. We have the same amount of Super Bowl rings, me and the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, same. Well, needless to say, I know nothing really about football. Okay, go ahead.
You'll be fine. You'll catch on eventually.
So 3 years, and then Eli Manning.
Yeah,
leads
Eli's
the
Super
team.
Manning leads the team.
Did he start as like kind of a non-starter? Was he like a bench warmer kind of guy for a while?
For a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, behind Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner, I've heard of that dude.
He just went into the Hall of Fame this year.
I feel like there's a bass player named Kurt Warner. I think that's who I'm thinking of. So maybe not this guy. Okay, so anyway.
So that's how I became a Giants fan. Long story short.
Yeah.
And it's stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have a Giants tattoo. I'm stuck with them for
Really?
life. I don't have a choice. Yeah.
Oh, they're stuck with you.
Something like that.
Where is your tattoo?
On my back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I made a bet against myself that if the Giants won a game, then I would go get a Giants tattoo.
Was that your first tattoo?
No.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, it was not. I had never been to a Giants game that we'd won.
Okay.
Ever.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'd been to some games, but they never
Lots.
won when you were there.
They'd never won.
In
while I
New
was
York?
there. Yeah,
Okay.
and one in San Diego.
Yeah.
Never won. A couple years ago, I went to a game the day before my birthday. We were playing the Cowboys with Matt Castle as their quarterback at the time because Tony Romo had gotten hurt.
Oh.
The Cowboys were terrible. I was like, all right, if the Giants can just win this freaking game, I will go get a Giants tattoo tomorrow. Because I was convinced that I was bad luck and they were going to lose.
Right.
And then I had to go get a Giants tattoo the next day.
Wow. Well, speaking of the Cowboys, they are playing the Cowboys.
We are playing the Cowboys. Not they. We, Todd, embrace it. You're part of us now.
Perhaps we.
We are playing the Cowboys.
There should be like an English word like to mean like maybe we.
Maybe us.
Yeah, there's got to be like some kind of Latin word for that.
We'll just make up a word.
Yeah, we'll call it like. That won't work.
I don't think that's going to catch on.
Anyway, so the Giants are versus the Cowboys this weekend.
Yes.
But before we start talking about this week's game, which we're going to do every week, talking about this week's game.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to do introduction-wise? Any more business we need to take care of about who we are? Did we finish your story? You still like the Giants after all these years?
The Giants after all these years.
13 years.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been 13 years since you were a child. That is crazy. And it's been 13 years that since I've had a full-time job, and I'm still mad about it. I hate the American economy.
Well, shit. Ain't that the truth?
It's so bad. We just got done with preseason, right?
We did.
So this is like the first real season game coming up this weekend.
Yep.
Okay, so
the first one is today, technically. The first real game.
Wow.
2017 season is today.
Okay, well, how did the Giants do in preseason?
We won 2 games, lost 2 games. But preseason doesn't matter for anything because, like, none of the starters really play.
Oh, really?
Because you don't want them to get hurt.
Yeah.
The one game Odell played in, Odell Beckham Jr., our superstar wide receiver, OBJ.
Speaking of superstars, you were on a commercial with OBJ.
Back to Odell getting hurt in preseason.
We're going to put a link somewhere to this commercial.
There needs to be no link. But yeah, he got hurt in preseason. So
in preseason he got hurt. Dude, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Who hurt him? Some rookie?
No, just some not. I have a lot of choice words to describe that person. And
was it a player?
Yeah. It was like it was a dirty hit.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, dude, the NFL is a dirty business. Speaking of which, what's that dude's name that just recently he was supposed to be suspended?
Ezekiel Elliott.
He
still is gonna be suspended
for beating a chick or something.
Yeah.
So it's like legit, like it's not like accusations, like he legit like beat up a chick.
I mean, it's he said, she said, but he pretty much beat her up. Yeah.
It more like he said, she cried, or something like that. That's
basically.
Wow. God.
Yeah.
I feel like that happens a lot.
It's called doing football at the wrong time.
Right strategy, wrong time.
Wrong time.
Man. Oh, that would suck to take a hit from a football player.
Yeah. As another football player, it sucks.
Yeah, it would. Even with all the pads. People still get injured.
Yep.
But there is a concussion protocol.
There is.
The only reason why I remember it is I remember someone saying concussion protocol, and I was like, that would be a rad band name. I don't even know what the concussion protocol is.
That's Todd's trade. That's what he does. He plays music.
Yeah,
he's not an athlete.
That is for sure.
FYI.
Although I really tear up the treadmill 1 or 2 times a week. On a good week.
On a good week.
If I have the good tasting pre-workout thing, then I'm good.
Then he might as well be Odell.
Yeah.
On that treadmill.
I'm not even motivated. I just love like the taste of like Kool-Aid, and the only way that I can get the taste of Kool-Aid anymore as an adult, like legitimately, is to take pre-workout because it tastes like Kool-Aid.
Why don't you just make Kool-Aid?
No. See, that would just be cheating. You can't do that. I can't keep stuff like that around in my house. If I did, I would be 400 pounds.
From Kool-Aid?
There's a lot of sugar you have to put in Kool-Aid.
Okay, but then you don't have to drink it 100 times a day.
I would. I'm very impulsive. I can't control myself. So I keep I have oatmeal, and I have
no Kool-Aid.
Almonds, no Kool-Aid, no ice cream because I would eat that all the time too. Popcorn just takes too long.
Maybe you are more of an athlete than you think.
Maybe.
Sounds like a very athletic diet you have.
It is, but it's for totally different reasons. Yeah. Anyway, so fantasy football. We haven't touched on that yet.
We have not. We are all over the place.
Have you ever done fantasy football?
I have not.
Okay.
This is my first year playing fantasy football.
So you're playing it this year?
Yes.
Now, when did you start? When does fantasy football start?
I just had my draft a few days ago.
Everyone has like personal drafts?
Yeah. Each league. Like my league is just me and 11 of my family members. So there's 12 of us.
How fun.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Should be interesting.
Does it cost money to get into that?
You can make it as much as you want. Ours is just like $25 a person.
So then whoever wins all that money.
Yeah. There's a prize for first and a prize for second.
And so your team is the Giants, or do you get to make your own team?
You get to pick your own team.
Okay.
My team, because the Giants are my fantasy team, is all Giants.
That's great.
Yeah. It's not really great though.
What happens if someone else? So all of your family members are getting in on this league.
Yes.
And they're like, okay, so there's nobody available from the Giants. Is that the way it works? Or can there be like two OBJs? Like
No. There's just one of each player.
Okay.
But you can trade. Like if my brother, for example, I had Brandon Marshall on my team. He really, really wanted Brandon Marshall.
Okay.
Tried to get me to take some bum running back from the Redskins. I was like, that's not happening.
Yeah. I hate those guys.
But exactly, you got it.
The Washington Redskins, right? Are they still in Washington?
Oh, yes, they are.
After all these years. I just remember from like the
years.
slow motion NFL like ESPN videos from like 1982 of like and Roger Staubach and like the other guys and whatever.
Yeah, because Roger Staubach was totally on the Redskins.
But it was the Cowboys versus the Redskins a lot, right?
Wow, yeah.
Like
okay, so Todd, our division is the NFC East.
Okay.
I'm going to lay it out for you.
And
we got the Giants.
Yep, the Giants.
The Eagles.
Yep.
The Redskins.
Okay.
And the Cowboys.
Wow, that's it. The Fab Four.
Sure.
Yeah. Who's the Ringo of this group?
Ringo. I would say probably the Eagles.
Okay, they're the Ringo.
They're the Ringo.
So they hold it down. They have a good style of their own.
They do their own
thing. So you're
thing.
saying that's your favorite team is the Eagles then?
I'm not saying that at all.
All right, so you have all the Giants, but now you're trading Sarah Marshall.
Because here's the thing. My football brain and my football heart do not get along. My football brain knows I should not take everyone from the Giants. My football heart sees someone from the Giants still sitting there waiting to be drafted and goes, just take them, it's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So logically, I know I should not have taken all Giants, but here we are. My fantasy team is full of Giants. Now I have to trade away because they can't all catch touchdowns at the same time.
Right. That would be cool. That would truly be fantasy football, I think.
It really would, but Eli can only throw one ball at a time. He's my quarterback.
Yeah.
So I have Eli as my fantasy quarterback. I have Odell on my team. I had to trade for him, though. I didn't get to draft him.
Okay.
So I gave up AJ Green and Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, that's how you got that.
For Odell.
Are they good?
Yeah.
I feel like AJ Green, I don't know if I've heard of him specifically or if he just has a very football name. Like Mean Joe Green, was he a football player?
Yes, he was.
Okay. So like maybe, or like AC Green? Who's that guy? Have you heard of that guy? Am I just making that up?
I think you might be making that up.
I feel like that's such a like sports name.
I mean, OJ's best friend was AC.
Yes.
Maybe that's where you got
Cowlings?
the AC from. Yeah.
The Bronco driving AC.
The Bronco driving AC.
They both had matching Broncos. But I digress.
Did they really?
Yeah, they both had the same like car.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because I thought the Bronco was like a gift to OJ from Hertz.
Oh, it might have been.
Like a business gift. I could be totally wrong.
And maybe he's like, yeah, give me two and that'll be cool.
And then AC can just have one.
Yeah. Because they were like...
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were buddies. They both had matching Broncos. I could be totally wrong. Maybe someone can correct me, but I'm pretty sure I saw like on one of those documentaries.
The millions of OJ things.
Yeah. We're both obsessed. We just gonna put that
Throw that out there.
Anyway, where were we? Talking about preseason?
Oh, fantasy.
Talking about fantasy football?
Yeah. So I'm going to be really screwed. Unless the Giants ball out, then my fantasy team will ball out. But as of right now, it's going to be tough. Because if the Giants, God forbid, are not great, my fantasy team's not going to be great.
Really?
Yeah.
So the fantasy football league like that literally goes with like people's real statistics?
Yeah. Well, you score fantasy points based on certain things. On like catches, touchdowns, all of that.
What about like Instagram hits?
I
Does that count?
That should count.
I
think we should make a fantasy Instagram.
Just like best Snapchat and like...
Yeah. Like crazy awards. You get 100 points if Odell posts a Snapchat.
Yeah.
Kicking net.
Does he do that? Do they post Snapchats, by the way?
Yeah.
Wow. How do they find the time? I guess, do they have someone that follows them around, or do they actually do the Snapchatting?
I feel like some of them do it themselves. I don't know. Everyone on the Giants have great social media people on their team.
Okay.
Our team's very fun, by the way. They dance a lot. They have a great time.
Can they do the Super Bowl shuffle?
Do
you know that? Do you know about the Super Bowl shuffle?
I haven't thought about that in so long. I'm sure they could if they put their mind to it.
Yeah. And the Super Bowl shuffle, wow, that was like...
I don't know where you came up with that.
Because I grew up in the 80s.
Have you been waiting to use that?
I've thought about that all my life. I mean, that and like the freaking...
When am I going to get to make a Super Bowl shuffle reference?
Right. Pretty much.
Now's the moment.
Dreams come true.
So, Todd, are you going to play fantasy football?
Not this year. But
I feel like you should.
Well, I feel like I'm getting into it late.
It's a little late now. I feel like you should have, because it's usually the people who like know the least about the players and about everything that
they don't
somehow do the best.
Yeah, because they're
just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, they can play the money ball.
Yeah, just give me Aaron Rodgers and
Kenny Rogers.
Dude,
I love him. He knows like when to hold it, when to pass it, when to call an audible, away. And when to kick a field goal. Okay, anyway.
So we play the Cowboys this week.
Yes.
That'll be...
So what's going to happen?
I'm very excited.
Who is, now that Roger Staubach is not for the Cowboys, or in the Cowboys, who is playing for the Cowboys this year?
Their quarterback is Dakota Rain Prescott.
Yeah. Is he Native American? That sounds...
I don't know what he is. He's a bum that plays for the Cowboys.
Why is he a bum?
Know. Because he plays for the Cowboys.
But that's not fair. I mean, he could be a really good guy.
Doesn't matter. I don't care. He's not a good guy.
Okay. He's a bad guy.
Whatever.
Screw this Dakota guy.
Screw Dak.
Dak, that's what they call him?
That's what they call him.
There was a guy in Star Wars called Dak.
How threatening is Dakota Rain?
I mean, he sounds like he like played like rhythm guitar for like Carlos Santana back in like Woodstock.
He sounds like
he probably takes a lot of LSD, but
probably not. Probably not.
Maybe he thinks outside of the box.
Zeke does a lot of drugs.
Does he?
Ezekiel Elliott. Well, he did.
Wait, who's he play for again? I already forgot.
The Cowboys.
Oh.
These are all people on the Cowboys.
So they're both
Cowboys.
Man, these Texans.
Yeah.
Where's Ezekiel from originally? Is he from Texas?
I don't know. Okay. I don't know where he's from.
Texas always has like a good college team.
Yes.
Do they all dream of being Cowboys?
Probably, but...
Don't let your babies grow up to be Cowboys.
The song has a whole new meaning now. Like Zeke went to Ohio State.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
We could fact check that.
Well, we'll fact check. I'm pretty sure he went to Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know where Dak went and whatever. But
does he have good stats? Are these guys like...
Very good.
They're formidable opponents.
Very good. Okay. Last year, Dak won like offensive rookie of the year.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay. He's very good.
All right. So he's very offensive.
Very, very offensive.
Has he beat any women?
Dak, not that we know of yet.
Okay.
There's still time, though. He is a cowboy. They all get arrested for something.
Do they really? All the Cowboys?
I think they've had, like, at least 5 arrests over the offseason.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, what about the Giants? Do they ever get arrested?
Great. No.
Really?
I mean,
never? They're all model citizens.
Okay, last year, we got rid of our kicker right away because we found out he beat up his pregnant wife like a couple 15 or so times. But then we got rid of him right away.
All while she was pregnant?
Yeah.
He was like really trying to get rid of the baby.
He really did not.
She wasn't
a fan.
Abortion.
Yeah.
Man.
But
did he end up having the child?
I don't know. Once you're off the Giants, I don't care about you.
You don't matter anymore.
Josh Brown.
Josh Brown, that was his name?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
But we got rid of him right away because we're a good team.
Now, where did he go?
They care. No one picks him up.
No one did?
No.
They're like, this guy.
Trash.
Yeah, but
garbage.
The other guy that just beat his wife, like he's like, wait, was that his wife? Zeke?
No, not his wife. Just some girl.
Oh. So then
I don't even think it was his girlfriend. Just a girl.
Oh, yeah, just some hoe.
Some random girl.
Some rando.
But yeah, no, the Giants, we don't have a very high tolerance for like bad eggs.
That's good. I feel like maybe you're biased. I feel like maybe there's something you're overlooking. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some
We have a lot of dumb
digging.
Injury stories on our team, but like no.
Like in the game they get injured, or like drunk driving injuries?
Like we had a player that shot himself in the leg once.
Why? Wait, when was that? Was that like a couple years ago or something?
Yeah. It was a while back.
I think I remember hearing about that.
Plaxico
He was in a club.
Yeah, he was at a club. Yeah. Had sweatpants on.
Why would you wear sweatpants to a club, first of all?
Because he was Plaxico Burns and he could do whatever he wanted.
Plaxico, okay, yeah.
Then he had the gun in the waistband.
Plaxico.
Of the pants.
How do you keep in the waistband?
Of the sweatpants.
How is that going to stay? There's no way.
That was the problem. It slipped down to his ankle and he was trying to scoot it up with his hand.
Oh, like being all sly.
Yeah. Like
and
just
instead he just shot himself.
Yeah, and instead he accidentally pulled the trigger and shot himself in the leg. And then we had a player that blew up fireworks in his hand. So now he has like 3 fingers on one hand. He's still playing. He's great.
He's not the quarterback, right? No. He just tackles people probably.
No, Eli's a genius. Eli would never.
Really? Okay. Yeah. I feel like maybe you you might be putting him on a pedestal.
I would never put Eli Manning on a pedestal. Do you know anything about me?
I don't know that much about you, apparently. I don't know. I figured maybe you'd be partial.
I do love Eli Manning a lot.
Yeah.
I snuck into a kid's 12 and under meet and greet to meet him once as a grown adult.
Oh, my God.
I love him very much.
Did it work?
Yeah, of course it worked.
Oh, my God. Now, did he figure it out that you were not 12 and under?
Probably not, because I was so
Did you put your hair
amazed.
in pigtails?
No. I did not.
How do you pull
I'll
off
show you the outfit I wore.
Okay.
And I don't know how it worked. I don't know how I got away with it.
Maybe we should post you in that outfit.
We could.
I feel like a lot of
it's
people
an interesting outfit. It was quite the get up. Yeah, no, I flew all the way across. So I happened to have... Oh, we're in LA, by the way, just in case anyone was wondering.
Beautiful Los Angeles, California, where it never rains anymore.
Yeah, only just burns to the ground.
Yeah.
But... so I'm out here in LA. Yeah. I found out, this was a few years ago, that Eli Manning is doing a meet and greet after training camp one day.
Oh, where do they train? They train here?
In New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I checked my work schedule and I happened to have the day off.
Just
the same day. Just the day. Just the one day.
Wait, okay, so like in the morning you find out they're doing the training camp.
It wasn't the day. I found out like a week before.
Oh, okay.
So I had a little time to
scramble.
But
you got a flight in like a week's notice.
Yeah.
That must have been hella expensive.
It was like,
do you have a friend that works in the airlines or something? No, you just like bought a ticket.
For Eli Manning.
How much was the plane ticket?
I don't remember. Like probably $500 or $600.
Oh my God!
I don't remember. But I would do anything for Eli. If someone had a gun pointed at me and at Eli, I would be like, "Shoot me 18 times. I don't care."
Wow.
Yeah, I love him more than life itself.
You hear that, Eli? If someone is stalking you, it's probably
me.
Probably Victoria.
Yeah. So then, the day after I booked my flight. Mm-hmm. They announced that the meet and greet is going to be for children 12 and under, because the first day that they had these open meet and greets, a kid got trampled, had a seizure, and had to go to the hospital.
Oh, my God. Did he live?
So they changed it. He was fine. Like, he just got a little scuffed up.
Yeah.
Get over it, kid.
Pansy. God, you'll never be a giant.
Never. So I was like, well, shit. What am I going to do now? I already have my flight. I have my hotel. I have everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll go anyway. I'll plead my case. I'll just be like, listen, who am I going to trample? Just let me meet Eli, please.
Right.
I get there. I meet people in line that had been there, because it's like they do 2 weeks of open practice during the summer.
Okay. So people can just show up and watch them practice.
Yeah. I get there. I was like talking to some people in line that had been a few other times before I had gone, and they were like, that is never going to work. They won't care what you say, how far you came. They don't care. Yeah. Like, your best shot is to just pretend you're 12 and go with it. And I was like, okay. And then
they can't check your ID, because when you're a kid,
exactly.
You don't have ID.
That's what this guy in line next to me said. He was like, what are they going to do, ask for your ID? I was like, oh, that's true.
Wow.
So I go up. I recruited these little kids in line that were like probably, I think they were over the age limit too, but they were probably like 13.
Okay.
I found them. I was like, listen, we're going to go up to the table together. You're going to say I'm in your class if they ask you any questions.
Oh, my God.
We go to school together. Just go along with it. They were like, okay, crazy lady.
In like public school number 432, because that's the way they do school in New York, right? It's like, Do they do that in
Sure.
Jersey too? Oh, people don't even go to school in
I don't
Jersey,
know.
probably.
Yeah,
no.
You just grow up, play football, and become a Giant.
Yeah.
Or if you're very unlucky, a Jet.
Or Bruce Springsteen or John Bon
Springsteen,
Jovi.
Exactly.
That's pretty much all there is.
So then we go up to get our wristbands. The guy asked me what I was doing there. I was like, I'm here to get my wristband.
Yeah.
I'm going to meet Eli. And he was like, really? How old are you? It's like, I'm 12. Duh. He goes, so what year were you born? I did the fastest math I've ever done in my life, said whatever year would make me 12.
Uh-huh.
He was like, what grade are you in school? I looked at the girl next to me. She said whatever grade she was in. I think she was like, we're in 5th grade. We go to school together. I was like, my girl.
Damn, that's awesome.
He very reluctantly gave me my wristband.
Oh my God.
Then I had the kids save my spot in line so that I could go watch practice, because from where the line was for the meet and greet, you couldn't see practice. So I had these little kids hold my spot.
Oh my God. I love that they're
I
just
had all
doing
these
your
little
bidding.
minions. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. I go watch practice. It's time for me to meet Eli. I go over there. I get in my little spot with my little fellow 12-year-olds. And
12-year-olds.
the security guard that's letting all the kids in was like, you are not 12. I was like, I am today, and just walked past him.
Oh my God. Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah, and then I saw Eli froze, could not speak,
Yep.
could not say a word, which is very unlike me.
Yeah, but I feel like every time you meet a professional football player, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Or you just you don't
That's
make
been
words,
the pattern.
right?
Just,
What happened with the OBJ thing? What did you say when he turned around? You were just like, "Ray!"
basically.
Just lockjaw, just straight up "Ray!"
Basically. See, half an hour went by so fast.
I know, dude. This is crazy. What, do we have to stop?
Probably.
Okay. Well, this has been Nickel Defense. Nickel Defense.
With Todd and Victoria.
Woo, we'll talk to you probably next week or something.
Or something.
Thanks for listening. If you want to know more, we're going to put some info in the link.
Yeah. Some info.
All right.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.